Alright. New day. We got $300 in our pocket. We have rain. We can read the mail. Any spring vegetable to Suki. Where is Suki on the map? Also, I need to remember which one is Suki, because again, I did not remember the names off the top of my head. Suki's down south? No. I will get that to her in a bit, but not today. Well, today, maybe. No, probably not today. Hot Springs that way, mines are this way. Oh, I did not expect to see this guy here. The Chieftain. May seasons go. Giants I did find frozen here in cave. Frozen giants. So there's no fire in this cave. So he wants me to investigate the mines and free the Earth Giant, wherever that is. So... very similar to kind of what I expected from that. But, hey. No complaining here. That was really loud. One second. I think the audio for my game's getting a little bit too loud. We'll turn it down a bit. Hopefully that's a little bit nicer. Bye, Hans. Alright, I'm hopefully getting better at the controls for everything, but I know it's gonna look crazy when I come back in and edit this. That. Or that. There we go. That's new. What? What? Oh man, days like this are making me understand why I like knowing about my luck stat in Stardew. So these things can just have anything in them. Again, bronze is not an ore. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. Granted though, I shouldn't be complaining. One of the like upper levels on this game in terms of item quality said osmium, which I think is like one of those things where it's like stupid expensive. I think it's like one of the most expensive non, you know, manufactured materials that men can produce. When I say manufactured, I'm talking about things like, you know, francium and those weird high element materials that can only be produced in like micrograms because they're unstable. Other than those weird things in terms of like expense, because those have to be manufactured using massive amounts of energy, I think osmium's like the most expensive natural material on the earth. It's also like, I think the heaviest. Don't quote me on that though. I can easily be wrong. Well, I mean, it's the heaviest outside of weird stuff, because you can get things like, what is it called? like that weird there's weird nuclear components and stuff that can exist that's way denser, but again, it's one of those like purely theoretical components, so I don't count those. It's like whenever there's an argument, this is one of those things, whenever there's a conversation that occurs, there's always exceptions to that conversation. You know, when you're talking about like what's the strongest material or what's the heaviest material, and you're like, well, what's the circumstances? Because there's exceptions and then there's feasibility concerns with most of these things. But it's like, yeah, technically this is stronger and denser, but this only exists, you know, in mathematical concepts as opposed to like actually being feasible material. That's one of those things that I think a lot of people misunderstand. Nothing is really... There's like always that classic saying, like, you know, nothing's certain or nothing's set in stone. But it doesn't mean, like, truly not certain. It just means that, you know, stuff is weird. There's exceptions. There's sliding bars. Stuff doesn't exist in, like, binary states very rarely in nature. Like... And there's always conversations to be had about, like, the extent to which you can be pedantic about things. I'm reminded of what one of my favorite professors explained when he was discussing sciences to us. He said, typically speaking in sciences, there's 3 ways to learn something. The quick and easy way, that's wrong, which is very much true. Like, then there's the medium way, which is good enough, for the medium difficulty way, which is good enough, but technically isn't true either. It's just good enough for everything. And then there's the super in-depth way where you kind of know, where you kind of lose the point along the way. And that's really easy to explain with some aspects of sciences than others. The best example being physics. Everyone learns like very basic, very basic, like Newtonian physics in maybe middle school, maybe high school, depends, you know, on your region and what your schools did. But then beyond that, you end up with your better understanding of physics. That typically is things where you start getting involved with, like, hey, there's relativity, there's quantum mechanics, there's stuff that's weird in physics that's not generally covered as much. But it's technically there, and I didn't get low enough to get to another floor, which kind of bugs me. Oh well. I can't harvest that snail even if I wanted to. But yeah, you can get into those like theoretical components where it's like, yeah, these are things that are also part of physics, but they're not really as clearly described or defined. And most people aren't going to need them. Nobody you know is going to ever need to know quantum mechanics or relativity. Like, that's just nerd shit. And that's coming from me, a huge nerd. Like, yes, they're real. Yes, they have other aspects to them that's technically around that we need to worry about. Like, because I say you're never going to need to know this, but, I mean, relativity and that kind of stuff does actually interact with the real world on a somewhat noticeable level, so it's worth kind of documenting. That's our bug chest. I guess we could put droppings in here as well as geodes. Means we're going to take the droppings out of this. Why am I doing this the hard way? Yeah, I can just do that. Dang, I'm being stupid. Yeah, nothing new there. Alright, that's enough bronze bars so that we can start our first, like, actual tool upgrade. We'll have to figure out what tool we want to upgrade. This is going to be our droppings chest. So, transfer, transfer, transfer. Transfer, transfer. That. And then over here, we'll put our bronze ore and our coal. Alright, don't have enough stamina to really do anything else, so we're just gonna go ahead and go to bed for the night. Weather forecast for tomorrow. Sunny. Okay, so we do need to be ready to water flowers in the morning. Alright, going to bed. I just saw +1 skill point. I think I haven't been... Are these like spending skill points that we can spend on things? Swear to God, if I've been doing so bad because I haven't been doing anything with those. Yep, I did have skill points. Okay. Um, let's see. I'm gonna get sprinklers eventually, so stay hydrated seems like a dumb thing because mechanically there's other items that will do this for me. Crop quality. Again, I can get items to do this for me. I can't get items that double the chances of getting crops. Speed. No argument there. Again, double ore. Chance to receive double loot from defeating a monster. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I'm assuming that there's eventually better gear, so yeah, we'll just get the loot thing again. Get the stuff that can't be compensated with equipment. Alright, water. And so much of our stamina is going to be eaten today by water, we probably shouldn't go back to the mines. We also need to get our tools upgraded and sell materials, so... After everything's watered, I think I'm gonna head into town. Stop by the blacksmith and start upgrading one of our tools. I gotta figure out what tool we want to upgrade. It cannot be our watering can, obviously. But I'm thinking it might need to be our sickle. Because I have a gut feeling that in order to harvest the silver kelp that's underwater, we're going to need a bronze sickle. This also gives me an excuse to stop by the lab. Oh, bird. He is closed? Oh, he's not open yet because it's still early. Okay. Well, let's hop into the lab and knock this out first. Failing. Okay. What do you mean secret lair? Just the other part of the lab, okay. Survive rising to ocean temperatures and hostile environments. Okay, see, you made better coral. Ancient technology, uh-huh. Look, I've already seen some mystical nonsense. You don't have to cover it up. Okay. More thing? So, even though the ocean has chosen me as a worthy one, what you're saying is that because there's others, they can handle the problem as well. Which, that's nice. I like the sentiment, you know. Just because the fate said you've got to do this doesn't mean you actually have to listen to them. I do too, man. I really do too. I want more rain. Yeah. Now it's open. You... you know, I was about to say you couldn't have just let me in, but then I realized I'm being that person. And I don't like being that person. I did not bring any wood. It is 1,500 coins. Okay. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. That's actually quite annoying. Alright, we'll go to Sam's. Cauliflower is making me a lot of money. There we go. Overshot it. Forgot that I could sell one. Ended up selling a whole stack. You know, typical nonsense, but that's fine. We're going to get home. Wait for that to wear off. Want that bug. Gotcha. Sorry. I get easily distracted by bugs. I like collecting the bugs. The bugs are the best part. You're probably wondering why I just ended up buying a bunch of everything when I was there, and my thought process behind it is I don't want to have to buy any more seeds from here on in. So I bought a bunch of extras, and the logic is that whatever ends up, alright? If I don't end up having enough time or space to grow all of the plants, they don't get grown. But this should be more than enough, I think, money from these plants that I've gotten today and all the extra seeds that I've got for me to build by summer, an actual farming plan, a farming layout. And I want to, one second, by the end of spring, start building it. So reposition our scarecrows, have enough sprinklers. So I want to have all the sprinklers positioned. I want to have all the scarecrows positioned. That way, once summer rolls around, it's literally just buy the crops. Maybe have to hoe the soil again, because Stardew Valley does that, where the soil gets destroyed in this new season, and you have to re-hoe it every time. Which, that's fine if that's what ends up happening, but I know I could just grab the wood out of my chest, but I'm just gonna harvest the wood manually real quick. Because it also forces me to, one, spend stamina, and two, get... sorry. It forces me to spend the stamina. Sorry again. Forces me to spend the stamina, and I might get more tree seeds, so that way I can make more of the candy tree seeds for food, because I don't want to eat my actual sellable crops. Quick, to the blacksmith. Alright, now I can get the new material made. Great tools. Alright, so we're gonna get the bronze scythe being constructed. That way we can start going underwater and harvesting enough silver kelp and bronze kelp to make the... as well as enough trash to hopefully be able to make the actual sprinklers that we need. Alright, now what I'm going to go do is spend the last of today just harvesting as much bronze as we can from the mines. We're not going to do the super in-depth kind of mining, we're just going to do very basic. So we're just going to go to the 5th floor, hop down the hole, check to see if it's good, mine all the obvious ore nodes, then hop out and do the same again. So nothing crazy like trying to open up the next floor. Oh, it doesn't. So we can't do the Stardew Valley thing of just recycling through the same layers until we get enough ore. The hope is that we won't need to be doing any watering at all once we get a sprinkler set up. So the question becomes, how many sprinklers do I need? Well, if I'm doing the math on this... let's think. Weird. Alright. Weather forecast. Please be raining. No. Dang. Yep. Okay. So today we might be able to get enough. That way tomorrow we can upgrade our pick. I'd like to have at least 5 sprinklers, which means I need 25 silver kelp, a whole lot of bronze kelp, and I need 25 scrap, I think, as well. Which means I'm gonna need... oops. A lot. Just a lot. Yeah, we're gonna go get our sickle and go diving today. I also need to crack geodes one day. Hello. Hey, Jim. Okay. Nah. We're gonna be that nosy neighbor. Alright, let's dive. Go diving. Alright, goals down here. Scrap and kelp. Yep. Exit diving. We'll take them together. Alright, so we gotta crack open all these geodes when we go into town. Let's also grab everything we can. Let's head in town to the museum real quick. Just see what we can throw in there, and everything that we can't throw in there, we'll just immediately sell. We can donate that. A Luna Moth, a giant stingray, a crab, an upside down jellyfish, a sea slug, and an arrow crab. Everything else then can go ahead and just sell. So, depending on how much money we make tonight, will dictate what we do tomorrow. If we make enough to upgrade a tool, which I doubt, but just theoretically if we make enough to do that, then the first thing we'll do tomorrow morning is go over to the mines, try to get ourselves 10 more bronze, sorry. Go to the blacksmith, sell that enough to make it so we can upgrade our pickaxe, I would guess, first. Oh, it's Ling's birthday today. I don't think we got enough, so that means instead our plan is to go to the blacksmith. We're gonna water our plants, then go to the blacksmith and try to crack geodes. Oh, this is ready to harvest? Oh, it's a reharvestable. I love that. I love those. And we pretty much have like 10 days left of spring. And in that time, I need to get a hold of at least 5,000 more gold. Which is a lot. Enough scrap to make more sprinklers, which is seeming to be our biggest, like, honestly, our biggest hard part. Produces scrap using 2 trash. Oh, I'm an idiot. I got that today. I read that earlier. I didn't... Yep. You know, reading often is the solution to life's problems. Alright, so scrap is actually not a limitation anymore then. It's literally just the kelp. I think we have enough bronze kelp to do it already. So we just need to get a hold of, like, we need to first find silver kelp down underwater. If we can't find silver kelp, then we'll just try to get lucky and get it from our geodes again. Right. We also need to see if we can find Jim and give him his photo back. Alright, blacksmith, let's crack open geodes. Well, we'll go over to the museum and donate most of these, sell the rest. try to desperately squeeze as much cash as we can. Alright, so that got us a couple of cool things. Real quick. Alright. All the geodes cracked. Alright, heading home now. Drop these off. Care for that. I'm not selling that. The rest of this we'll hold on to for a quick second. Go to crafting. Yes. Alright, so we now have 2 sprinklers. Put the rest of those in there, and then still have some stamina for today, and we still have time. Let's go up to the mine and see if we can't get 10. We only need 5 more pieces of ore for our next tool upgrade. So let's just go see if we can get lucky in the mines. Back for the mines. Alright, let's see if they do reset between days at least, because we know that it doesn't reset on the same day if you leave an exit like in Stardew. Yes, it does reset between days. Okay. You can't, like, cheese a floor until you get a floor you like you can in Stardew. But you can at least come back the next day. Pray that you're lucky. Whoops. Go ahead and head down to 10, see if we can find some nodes, because we don't actually care about doing this right, we just care about getting ore. So we're not trying to go too deep right now. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get the last of the ore. We'll get this going so that way if we do make enough money, as soon as we make enough money, we can upgrade our next tool. Which the first upgrade should probably be our pickaxe, and then maybe our axe, or I don't know. Weather. Let's check the weather for tomorrow. Sunny again. Trashy drama. Not my thing. Not my thing at all. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get enough money from one batch of sugarcane. Now we're halfway there. Honestly, we might be able to if we sell... Oh, no, because there was also the artifacts and everything that we sold last night. So yeah, there's a good chance that we're not going to be able to make as much as we'd want to. I forgot to get the ore smelting last night. That's what I forgot. Okay. Oh. Get it going here. Yeah, though, if sugarcane's harvestable every day, then yeah, one, I was right, it does grow fast, which... Thank you, game. Honestly, I think I'll just save up. I won't use the upgrade even for our upgraded tools yet. Even though we have the ore for it now, I think the smarter move would be to get the larger backpack, actually. And just save up enough money so that way, first day of summer, we buy a hearty batch of all the summer crops. And get our garden going, our farm going at full speed. So I think the first thing I'm going to do today is head down to the diving pier again. And spend the first part of the day just in the pier. Down there trying to find ourselves the kelp that we need. Nope, just a bunch of bugged people. Huh. I think I broke the game. Yeah, it looks like I broke the game. Huh. Well, apologies. Yeah, the coffers might be our only feasible way to acquire a bunch of silver seaweed then, if that's bugged. So, we'll have to see. What's it look like for the weather tomorrow? Dang it. Alright, well, last thing we can do is we can try to find Jim. So, the map. There, Beach Shack. Jim's down at the Beach Shack. Cool. No problem. Try to keep a closer eye on it then. I don't want to lose stuff, Jim. Alright, so the last thing I can really do today is just run around and see what I can harvest for forageables. I love how it's like, none of this dodging around costs stamina yet. Oh. I triggered a quest moment. Oh, guild initiation. This isn't gonna be like hazing, is it? Was Mark betting against me? Oh, you are a character and a half, aren't you? See, that's gonna be a deal breaker. I don't smile. I'm loving all the leg pockets, though. Like, look at all these, like, awesome leg pouches. You need to make a counter for that. Cause yeah, two... BOS. Brotherhood of Steel. Dang, we have made a lot of harvestables today. Seeing as how we're going to be getting a lot of sugarcane by just harvesting it each day, I'm going to actually sell these because we are desperate for a lot of cash. So each of those is 55, each of these is 23. So that should be 400, almost 600 gold from just those, on top of everything else that we threw in there, which we'll learn how valuable they are. So the 600 gold with that means that tomorrow we can go ahead and get a tool upgraded. But I think, like I said before, I think I like the idea of saving up even more. Alright, crafting recipes. Let's check those out real quick. Alright, so, considering how much we just made, The backpack seems like a feasible option. And once we get that cauliflower the cauliflower crop out and produced, I think we'll be able to use the money from the cauliflower crop. We'll be able to buy the backpack, as well as we'll be able to buy the first seeds, I think, for summer. So that's gonna be our goal. I'm gonna head back down and see if we can't unscrew up that broken sun orb. Yep. Then we'll exit the diving zone. So what little bits we got? You know, we could spend the rest of the day harvesting again. Yeah, it's probably just best if I head to bed. Alright, well, let's pray for rain. Rain, rain, rain. Very windy. No. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna head to bed. In the interim, let's head down to where Suki is, give her the carrot, and then head back underwater. And keep going for more. Okay. There we go. So, quest done. He's fine. Just okay. Alright, back in the water we go. Alright, more seashells to sell. Let's see, 20 gold, 50 gold, so 70 gold. That's being sold. Then we could sell, these are about 20 gold a piece, so selling all of these would be 200 something, almost 300, so still not enough, but we're getting closer. Oh, yeah, we'll figure it out. We're getting closer though. The moment this cauliflower finishes growing, that's when we're going to make our money. Yeah, I think considering our situation, we're not exactly where I want to be, but we'll be able to have at least 40 crops automated through our current sprinkler setup right now. I know I said 10, but I don't think that's going to happen. There's just no feasible way. You know how it is. We still haven't found where the rest of the silver coral is supposed to be. I've gotten quite a few geodes, so I'm hoping I've gotten enough in there that I can crack them open and get lucky and get another 5. If we can, that gives us 6. That's a nice, reasonable 48 spots. I could make 2 rows of 3 I have to figure out how I'm going to be able to get the scarecrows in there. Because the way the scarecrows plot out land isn't pretty. So I'll have to figure out about spacing, and I'll have to replow all the land and re-get all that set up. But after the cauliflower sale is done, if we can have 6 sprinklers and be ready to expand it outward, just, you know, as we make more sprinklers, eventually 10 sprinklers I think will be a good enough plot for our first year. We just get 10 full sprinklers, operate off 80 crops for our first year, and just do 80 crop beds to get enough money to... The primary focus for the first year is always just, you know, getting your tools upgraded, your equipment upgraded, getting a hang of knowing what everything is. I can try to complete the bundle as best as I can, the bundles as best I can, but I'm not too hopeful. So that might be a second year thing on this game currently. Anyhow, I'm planning way too much and talking too much. I'm going to be signing off. So to everyone out there, stay safe, stay sane, don't go crazy. That's my job.